we're going to bring in first our YouTube pals, and before I forget anything on that. So, all right, so today we have what is called Operation Messenger Gods, and the reason why there has not been more build-up / hype for this thing throughout the week is because I've been having 2 very difficult weeks. Last week way worse than this week, but creating this mission pack and setting it all together to work properly took a while, and it wasn't actually even finalized until earlier today. There were even some more minor tweaks that I was making to it to try and make it as good as I could make it for now. And it's not my most brilliant masterpiece. If I'm completely honest, I still think the Jester's Gambit is probably top tier in my masterpieces. This will hopefully be pretty darn fun. So first, you want gunnery? All right. First and foremost, this is the map we're going to be playing on. This is my favorite map in the game, okay? This is a map called Bunkers. It is 150 by 110 or 110 by 150. It's huge. It's brilliant. I love this map to death. It's got a full-length runway over here. It's got multiple defense lines, bunkers, anti-aircraft positions, VTOL positions, an entire mech bay here, and here. I love this map so much. Unfortunately, it's almost too huge to actually use for anything because it's gigantic, and the last time I used this map in its entirety, I had like a 24 mech drop with infantry and aerospace fighters, and it was awesome. Remember Hero Drop back in the day? Yeah, this was the first time we ever did like a massive company-wide Doom drop in the private game that happened like before I created the Striking Serpents campaign, and it was a lot of fun. So we're going to come back to Bunkers for a bit, and we're going to actually use this map for Teleria Air Base because the detail in this map is amazing. I love it. We're going to be using this map to represent Teleria Air Base. This is going to be a 4-part operation. Each lance has an objective. Each lance has a different location to the base that they're going to be fighting, and we're going to be fighting in different sections. We'll give you the tour. All right, so first and foremost, we have the area of the map that we're actually using for this particular part, which is the northeastern defense zone. And you can see that there is the terrain all set up. You've got your nice little fallback points, 50% cover for any mech back here. The only thing I would do to improve this more is actually give it like more infantry fighting positions. I think that would be even better. That would make these field guns even more deadly with the way that we have them all set up. Once you get past that line, you've got a couple of communication trenches. And then you get to what I can only honestly kind of assume to be a dropship, a large dropship area, but I'm not entirely sure what this is. I always imagined that this was like an Overlord landing area, but I was never quite certain. Then we have a nice little communications hub over here. If we come down south, following the communications trenches, we make our way down to the supply and storage depot. We've got different landing areas. Either you can use these for things like VTOLs, or you can use them for anti-aircraft guns, which is something I like to use a lot when I'm looking at it for like this, because you've got these positions all the way around here. Great position for bunkers or any mech that's going to have like PPCs all set up. Trenches for the exhaust. Exactly, that's what I always thought it was. And then we come up to the full-length runway, which goes quite a ways. You can actually get aerospace fighters to take off of this. It is really cool, and hopefully the AI will actually make use of it in Diamondback's mission. I didn't actually have a chance to specifically test that. Overall, this facility is awesome. I adore it, and the way we're going to do it is a 4-part operation. First part, Adder is going to smash this line. If Adder can then get through this line, Boa will then move in order to try and take this communications region. If Boa is able to do that, Cobra will then be able to move in through their position to go after the supply depot down here, and in the meantime, Diamondback is going to swing by and try and hit the runway to prevent anybody from running away. If Adder fails to break this line, Boa has a different ingress. If nobody manages to get through anything, Cobra has a different ingress. The only one who probably has this, probably the closest setup to the good version and the bad version, is probably Diamondback, and that's because they're coming in from up north here, where the defenses, you'll notice, are rather sparse. But yeah, so today, the first mission that we're going to be doing for Messenger Gods is, it was Reckoning, wasn't it? I think it's called Reckoning. Yes, Messenger God's Reckoning. And so that'll be Adder's attempt to breach the forward defense line. Now, in order to breach that forward defense line, Adder needs to get through a pretty significant infantry screen. We have lots and lots of field gunners. There are 6 AC2 field guns and 4 AC5 field guns for a grand total of 24 AC2s and 12 AC5s. Then there is the primary mechanized force here, which we can see a longbow, 2 Banshees, and an Awesome. And then, because it's Stellaria Air Base, we have some aerospace fighter assets, including a couple of Sabres that are coming in, and a pair of Reavers, which will hopefully be trying to wipe people out. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very fun. The Sabres, I believe, are currently equipped with rocket pods to spice up their medium laser armament. And with any luck, this will go good. Split with AC2s and 5s. Yes. AC10s lost too many guns for me to really want to be interested in them. And AC20s just seemed sadistically cool. So it's like we need to rush the trenches. Yeah, you're gonna wanna, if you let them plink away at you for too long, they will destroy you. So, can the field guns turn around? Yeah, field guns can turn in any direction they want. It's basically, an AC2 field gun team is 4 AC2s that can shoot in any direction they want, as long as they don't move. If they do move, they only have their normal rifles, but at that point they're still a full mechanized infantry squad, which has auto rifles and a movement of 3. Turk wanted AC-20s. I did originally have a pair of AC-20 teams mixed in with this, and they were quite terrifying. Fixed bayonets. Half their mechs in this lance don't even have arms. Alright, so we have Adderlance, and as always, of course, in our Stalker 3FL, we have Vanguard leading the group. Kyogre in his Awesome, although Kyogre has told me that he wants to modify this, and we'll have to keep that in mind. In fact, if you have any refits in mind, keep those in mind. A Highlander being driven by Pyro, the Stalker T20. I really need to put you two in different paint schemes, just make it easier to tell you apart. Being driven by Talik, and the Battlemaster 1G Jaeger, which I hate the name just because it's a Battlemaster 1G, and I would like to change it to like a 2G or a G6 or something like that. That's purely like my personal like mess up in the way that my head works. Being driven, of course, by our new Jaeger, which is Spirits, who has recently joined. So, nary an anti-infantry weapon amongst them. That was not 100% intentional, but it became partially intentional by the time that I added in my 6 AC2 team. I have 1 arm, so I'll put the bayonet on the AC-20 cannon. If I see this right, if we rush up to the trenches, we can get into the cover and shoot down on the enemy while standing outside. Maybe. I mean, it's really going to depend on how things end up turning out. You do have more mech firepower, just in raw mech assault teams, because you have 5 mechs versus their 4. Their mechs are a little bit heavier than yours. I mean, they got a pair of Banshees and you don't. But at close quarters combat, I mean, it's very hard to beat the death blimps. Just change it, doesn't matter to me. It's already locked in. I'd have to give it a whole new refit. So it is the BLR 1G Jaeger. I have a plan. Let's see, we just focus. So what's the victory condition? Break this line. You must obliterate this line in order to make it clear for everyone else to get on through. You do not need to kill the aircraft. It's helpful if you kill the aircraft, but you have to break this line. By which I mean destroy every single field gun team and destroy the 4 mechs. You do that, the line is broken through, rock and roll, moving in with Boa. Are those good Banshees or the ones with the AC5s and the PPCs? What do you think? Do you think that I would send the shitty Banshees after you guys? Nah, you're getting the full treatment. We've got the Q Banshee out there, which is carrying an AC-20, and then we've got the 3M, which is very nice. I like the 3M. I may actually drive a 3M Banshee at some point, just for the hell of it. So it's all or nothing, pretty much. So keep in mind one thing. At any point, you guys can pull back. It is not required for all 4 lances to win. In order to actually win this scenario, only 2 lances need to achieve their objectives. That will be considered a victory in this. So 2 of 4, 50%. If only 1 lance succeeds, then you guys lose. If 3 lances succeeds, you get some cool stuff to go with it. If all 4 lances succeed, you get some really cool stuff to go with it, mainly in the form of Wei likes you even more, and recently Wei has given you some really cool stuff. You should like Wei. You should love Wei. Wei is your best friend. Wei is the future. He is the way. Adder's got us. Hopefully, the 3 of us hilariously overgunned. That's one way of looking at it, just to show off the 3M, because I quite like it. I was very happy to see that it was in the Free Worlds League list. It's 2 PPCs, 2 medium lasers, and a small laser. It's fun. Like, this is just fun. I want this mech, just because this is solid. This is very similar, actually, to the Marauder 3J that we have right now. Plus a small laser. Also has armor, which would be fun. I would love way more if he gave a nice shiny Gauss rifle. Hey, you guys gave him the nice shiny Gauss rifle. Here's the way. And see, Cyrus has got it. All right, so enough chitter chatter. Let us actually get to the pitter patter of bullets. And again, we can pull back at any time. If anyone from Adder wants to pull their people back, let me know. We'll get you out of there as fast as we might. And if the whole lance wants to pull back, I will allow you guys a retreat. After all, I am a generous god. Now, whether or not you can get to the edge of the map and escape before you're utterly obliterated by incoming massed fire, well, that's a different question entirely. All right, what does the aerospace fighters do? Okay, they're just coming. They're coming slowly. So they want to see what we are going to do, which is probably a good strategy. The 3M is the opposite of 3. It's not shit. Yup. Way's a hero. Come on. Let's get him a mech. Way is not he's not a mech pilot. He is very, very happy where he is in his nice, cushy office at Firebase Kumari, telling other people how to run their lives. Alright, let's get our... Okay, the LRMs will actually be in range. Good, lovely. I'm gonna need to get a little bit of pain down on targets, and soon. Infantry is also not super easy to hit, which is loads of fun. Let's just open fire with the LRMs and see what we can nail. Jenna Scott, are we fighting more autocannons than a Dave? Hey, Way isn't the person in charge of, the enemy. We are not in good range for a lot of things. Damage are low. Select them PPCs. Tap, tap. And that's it. People have complained that I put the mechs too close, so I have made sure to stretch you guys out beyond effective range. Send to the podcast. SG1 is live? Yes, it is. SG1 is awesome. I'm at season 7 of SG1 and I'm itching to watch more. Yes. It's also in 300. Alright, so the field gunners have opened up. They managed to hit the stalker once. Ooh, wow. Actually managed to hit. Oh, wow, that's painful. So Pyro did manage to hit with his LRM-20. He hit with an 11 and then hit with all 20 missiles. Missile weapons against the infantry damage changed from 20 to 8, and the infantry platoon was caught in the open, which is 16 damage of 28. That squad is reduced down to 12 men and will have fewer guns to rock and roll with. That was pretty clutch right there, since there's only 4 AC5 squads. If you knock out all 4 AC5 teams, things get much easier. So a little bit of pot shots here and there, a little bit of light damage taken all over the place. We have Talik nailing a target, so direct fire weapons against the infantry, damage changed from 10 to 2. But in the open, so he hit 4, so not bad. Longbow, however, opening up, really ripping into things, as you'd quite expect. The Stalker, Vanguard Stalker, manages to stay standing, despite its considerable number of hits. Oof, that's a lot of damage. I can mention when are you going to return to modeling? Alright, so first turn, not exactly great for us, but that's mostly because we didn't have anybody in range. As we close the range, things will get a little bit better, and a little bit better. And oh my god, Talik, or not Talik, Vanguard, you're in trouble. Look at his armor. Oh, that right arm is already on the 4 health left. Bring that spice.
New target
Oh, this is gonna be
acquired.
rough. Corbin NQ just subscribed. Hey, it's Sean. He still appreciates us. Aw, thank you. He's been with us for 10 months. Thank you so much, Sean. Very happy to see that you're still sticking with us and having a good time. At least I hope you're having a good time. With any luck, the team that you're currently attached to, Cobra, will have a mission as well. So it definitely looks like they focused their fire on Vanguard. Based on just how toasty Vanguard's mech has gotten. Got an awesome crossing in front, so he's presenting an easy target, but I think... Yeah, we gotta kill that awesome. Alright, more operations from the aerospace fighters. Looks like they're maneuvering in slowly again for a shot. Once they get in on top of us, life becomes very painful. because that's a Reaver. And Reavers don't play nice. Triple large laser into the side of the Awesome. I still have other weapons I can shoot. Unfortunately, I don't have, the range. So you're going to be stuck with that. You have your LRMs, which I'm going to continue to focus on gunner teams because that proved to be hilariously effective, and I'd like to repeat it. Awesome's in range. At long range, it's not ideal, but we're going to see if we can't shatter this Awesome. Look at all the incoming fire lines. Is that terrible? Can we rotate who's closest to sheer damage? Right now, you're closest. So, and they're focusing mostly on the Highlander at the moment. So, I think they've recognized the sheer threat that Highlander poses, which is rather considerable. Jaeger in the back. See if you can't manage to hit with 2 shots from long range. From downtown. Stalker managed at the Awesome. Good job. Ooh, hit him twice with the large lasers. Not the third time, but 2 hits on an Awesome is really good. If I hit just a little bit more, he'll be forced to make a piloting check. AC5 Gunners not having a good time. The Highlander unfortunately missed this time with his LRMs. This group AC5 Gunners having way more luck. AC2s just nailing that Stalker again and again and again, and that's what they do. They blink, 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 blink. Little bits. Ooh, a whole ton of misses on those AC2s. And remember, if the field gun teams move, they don't get to shoot those guns. How much damage does Stomping Infantry do? Not as much as you'd think. Like, really not as much as you'd think. You would probably take more negatives than positives on that. They usually aim for the easiest to hit, so even if you're the furthest ahead but the easiest to hit, they'll target them. And then what's threatening? Hello, MekHQ. Welcome to the stream. Field Gunners nailing the Highlander a little bit more. Stalker does manage to get a hit on the Awesome, so the Awesome is now committed to having to take a roll for piloting check. Stalker getting barraged by LRMs. Enemy Awesome hitting the Highlander once. Highlander is gone down, so unfortunately, it looks like we've tripped over our own 2 feet. So we're going to have to get Pyro back up so he can, actually get into the fight. Speaking of Pyro, hi, let's run. We'll get you up for your 3. Run! There we go. Okay, Pyro's on the move. And I need to start pushing other people forward. There's unfortunately not a whole ton of strategy in this current battle because it's just shatter the line as best as you can. This would give me 1, 2, 3. Not enough. This would give me just as much. Really? That would give me just as much protection. Same time, not putting me so close. Oh, I need to be a little bit closer than that, unfortunately. Putting those medium lasers into range will actually become pretty important. Does anyone have flammers? Nope. Nobody's got flammers. The Flammenwerfers are not available. The the Battlemaster normally actually does have a pair of machine guns. They have been removed. Cross the T, don't die. That's what we got missiles for. You gotta hit with the missiles. That's going to be a little bit tough. I'm still waiting for the voice interview. So, we're gonna have to see what they want to figure out. So they've already pulled 1 field gun team back. I don't think I could even see him, which means he's not shooting. Which, that's a decent number of field guns that are no longer like able to shoot back at us. This is the Gunner Banshee, which is a little bit rough. I do want to keep plowing fire into the Awesome because he's so vulnerable right now. That's only a 7. Oh, but I can start laying into the field gun teams. 15 damage versus 30 damage though. Way, way better to knock this guy clean out. Get that much fire into the Awesome. Oh, Awesome's in AC-20 range. I mean, I still want to start slinging LRMs at people because it's really effective, but I'm also going to lob a random AC-20 shell into somebody. I mean, the odds of us hitting are rather low. But that's not the point. I'm ready to find a burner down its... wait, what? Somebody has to leave? I have to drive back to the lake. Alright, Queegee. Hopefully you have a safe drive. SRMs love infantry. To a certain extent, they can. Awesome. Awesome on awesome action. Full shot. Just warm that mech right on up. And then Talik, of course, known as the bane of close-range combat. Oh, that became much worse. 7s are way more likely to hit. than the random throws in, but I will then add in some SRMs to see, well, and SRM, because I can handle that much heat. Not much more than that, but I can handle it. The blurg. The blurn shall continue to fire the awesome as well. And he's just out of range to do anything else. But Jaeger will have his moment of fun. Actually, how much I'm the best is awesome. We'll have to see. Alright, so our stalker miss, hit. Not grand. 4 hits in total, one of which was a large laser. It's not quite on par. I would have expected at least one more hit, but hey, I can't complain too much. Any hit is a good hit. Highlander missed everything, unfortunately. Field gunners nailing the Highlander a little bit, so that's 1. Oh, they get a critical hit through the CT armor on the Highlander. Luckily for us, we have the edge to shoot it to the side. Here comes K-Ogre. 1 shot, blast into the left torso. 1 shot, blast into the right leg, and 3rd shot misses. But hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. And you can sing that song all you want. Smell a missed opportunity. Wait, what? Though do regret I only get paid 4 figures by this range. Field gunners opening fire, hitting the Highlander pretty roughly. That right torso is getting a little bit light. Oof, this ACU2 team just filled with snipers as they lean on into that one. Oh, and here comes Talik. He manages to double tap with those PPCs. We're almost through on that left torso entirely. So we got 3 structure remaining and missing with the SRMs. More field gun teams. Lots of field gun teams. God, that Highlander's gonna have to make another check pretty badly. Longbow coming in, opening up the left torso on him. Critical explosive equipment. Edge used for oh wow. We almost had an LRM-20 explosion. There is no more edge remaining on that Highlander. He is in trouble. Highlander managed to stay standing. However, the awesome fell over and took some pretty serious hits actually on that one. 3 damage to the head. Oh, the raining tip-tap fire is just going to become such a problem. Highlander, where are you? You have 1 move and 1 move only, and that is to fly. Oh god. There's no more point to flying. One of his jump chests got knocked out during that, so he can only jump 2, which is insufficient. You need to jump at least 3. Because jumping gives you +1. Jumping 3 tiles gives you another +1, which is 2. Could have been useful. Sadly, Pyro's probably 10 field guns are bad news. Yep, it's front line. See if we can actually get past it. Oh, the armor is through already. We gotta wheel and protect that left torso entirely. Luckily, our evasion course brings us to turning the right torso into protective areas. It's really an unfortunate thing that our left armor is still at 18. I can't use that side to shield. That torso is too dangerous. So we will push on like so. Knocking out these field gunners is gonna be a nightmare. Let's talk. Yeah, that's definitely one way to put it. However, the AC2 teams are about to become a lot less effective because the AC2 teams are going to find themselves within their minimum range. And we've already got, yeah, this is our super badly damaged field gun team. What side open are you, Talik? Or not Talik, Vanguard. Vanguard's right. I don't want to point that towards them. There's nothing in that arm though. I just don't want it open. Can I get... Yes, I can. Okay. God, when those reavers show up, life is about to become all kinds of pain. I could just walk it. Which does that put me at? I cover part of it. No, this field gun team's already moved. Want to run the guns? Partially, but at the same time I want to keep the accuracy. Awesome's getting a little too toasty for comfort. Keep that thing moving for the +1. Walking would probably hurt. I need the accuracy a little bit more at the moment. I'm still getting the same amount of protection. I understand the concern, because I share it. But there's something of a limited number of things I can do. This Banshee is actually not all that effective at close range. He's only got twin PPC. This Awesome's weak side. Wait, is it the left side that's weak on you? I think it is right now. Yes, it is. You just showed an empty... You just showed an open left torso to Talik of all people. Mr. I am bringing 18 SRMs to the party to leak. So let's give an opportunity to play with those. Here go the Reavers. Are they still? They're still not yet in range, which is very, very helpful to us. There goes one of them. Is another? Yeah, another one's getting set up for a run across our line. It's gonna be rough. Matter of fact, get your spirits up and take the attack in. He can't lead him with a sword. He doesn't have hands. All right, I really want to knock this awesome off because it'll just die. And Talik's actually in a better position to take advantage of that. All right, set him up for a full medium laser burn. There's really not much to crit inside of him. +5. I don't want to add the other +8 to it. All right, the Highlander. Your LRM-20's out, which is, you know, less than ideal. You do also have highly explosive ammunition, which is also less than ideal. 8. Fire the AC-20. Follow up with the SRM-6 towards the field gunners. And maybe we'll get lucky. I doubt it, but hey, a man can dream. Hello, Saber. Disco time. We're hoping that the disco works. The awesome needs to take a little bit of a break from just ripping everything it has into somebody. I mean, I'm still gonna rip a little bit. You have weapons fire, you may as well. But I can't keep that rate of fire quite as high. Alright, you're in range of Field Gunner AC-2, but more importantly, Field Gunner AC-5. Oh, yes. Somebody's about to die. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh wait, no, the SRMs. Yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can't get you guys scared enough to just die. I want to split fire like that. I kind of don't. No, I'm gonna focus everything I got on one field gun team. It's just too much of a risk that they live, and I don't want that to happen. You! Jaeger's about... Wait a second! You just came into Jaeger's death zone! Hi! Buzz! Oh, actually, yeah, sure, why not? A point-blank range PPC shot. What could go wrong? Guns off the field? Yeah, part of it. Ooh, the Saber actually did come in for an attack. Medium lasers at the Highlander, managed to hit us in the leg. That open left torso, God, the sooner that left torso falls off, the better. Stalker opening fire on the Awesome. We've gotten through to the Awesome CT. That juicy center core wasn't able to push it through though, splattering too much damage on the left arm, left leg. That CT is wide open. Hello, Stormwind. Welcome to the stream. You're currently leading your attack in. Actually, no, that's Vanguard. Remember A for Longbow's head. I believe Warden still wants one. Why do you think you've seen so many of them? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Pyro's out. He had to pull the handle. Actually, the handle was pulled for him. So, them AC-5 teams, they managed to get a critical hit on that left torso, right where that LRM ammo was, and the man had run out of edge. Ooh, there goes one of our big heavies. And the Highlander is out of there. So, ejections are finally gone. Although it may not actually be fully dead, is it? 16 damage to the left torso, center torso, 54 to the center. Yeah, 54 damage to the center torso. I was kind of hoping that it didn't have enough ammunition to actually cause a problem, but it did. It absolutely did. So there goes Pyro. Field guns still firing at the Highlander, so he's still going to eat up a turn. And then K-Ogre coming in and just ripping into that Awesome. I mean, that is just a hilarious... Yeah, he hits the left arm, blows up the left arm, damage transfers to the left torso, blows up that torso, damage transfers to the center torso where he shreds that gyro. Oof. Yeah, the LRM had gotten crit the round before, so it was already offline. Ooh, wow, these field gun teams are not playing around. Hits the head of that Highlander during the ejection. So Stalker opening fire on the field gun teams, did manage to kill him with the first burst of medium laser and SRM fire. So that's doing pretty good. The longbow also focusing on that. The Highlander was just the center of his own little Death Star. Ooh, the right arm of the Stalker getting blown off. There's nothing in it though. So Vanguard Stalker is still in solid condition. Banshee firing an AC-20 at the Battlemaster and missing. The Battlemaster returning the favor by hitting basically everything. Awesome has an automatic fall because of the gyro destroyed. The Banshee managed to succeed its check, as did Kyogre. And the Awesome pilot is blacked out. So the Awesome's out of the fight. For now. We're going to throw a punch. So the Banshee missed. We missed. However, he did manage to stay standing after that. So we're kind of 1 for 1. I'm not sure who wins in this. Pyro, do you want to keep fighting or do you want to surrender? So that's actually an important question. If you keep fighting, I'm going to have you start advancing towards that line and shooting people with your guns. If not, I will have you start pulling off the field, and if you're killed, it won't count as a death. How's that Awesome still intact? It's insane. It's an Awesome, bro. They are literally that good. Hosters Gonzalez Open needs a new mech. Well, I have an Atlas if you want it. Your mech was pretty much a mini Atlas, like literally. You're like 2 medium lasers short of a mini Atlas. You can die well and kill something on the way. So I do actually need to know if he wants to hang around. Pull back. I have no need to join bubble. All right, you are pulling back. Pulling to the edge line. So at this moment, Pyro is now pulling off the field. If he's killed, it won't count as a death. It won't count towards injuries. It'll just counter as being captured. Because the AI doesn't really fully understand how that works. Would this thing be useful right now? It would be, but he's got a lot of terrain to cover before he's off the field. So we have time. A lot of time. We've managed to cripple one of the AC5 teams, destroy the other AC5 team. There's 2 more AC5 teams waiting around. And we're gonna yeah, here's one, and the other one is here. So these 2 teams do need to get killed. The Blurg. No, Talik. Push forwards and do not stop. I may not be able, oh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to climb up this actually. I hope I can. Because if not, then this is going to be a rougher fight than I thought. I think I can get it up. I think. Can I get into the shadow of the Death Blade anywhere along here? Not quite. There is that. Kyogre, you are going to wheel. We'll attract a little bit of fire, which is mech is totally designed to do. I think I should focus on the gun teams. Yeah, that's my same thought. These gun teams need to die, and you've got the weapons to do it. Punt some field guns. That's the plan. We really do start transporting those extra Atlases to the field for MechPounds. Is it height 2 or less? If so, you can go it. It's height 1. I think we're on height 0, so I think we can climb it, which will be useful. Hello, Mr. T45. So, I do want to get this little combat going here. However, this 3Q is going to be actually really nasty. If he positions himself well. Let's just rush you in. We'll start getting you a lot more pressure on these teams. I do want the accuracy though. In my medium laser range. Turn 1 gives me, yeah, lets me cover the whole field. Do it. You just step up even or stand behind it. Yeah, the 50% cover is very tempting. I don't want to leave him on the field. Like, I have no desire to ensure that that guy's alive by the end of this. Alright, let's push you so you can start hitting field gun teams. It's not ideal because you're going to be a long range and the accuracy is going to be poor. I was hoping he'd have to move the oh, he did, okay. You are gonna back up. Pull back 3. Place yourself to go after that Banshee. We are about to take an EC-20 shell to the back with Kyogre. He's got no gyro. He'll almost certainly jack. Well, he's blacked out at the moment, so I probably won't waste fire on him just yet. If he wakes up, I'll probably throw something his way. All right, let's go pull some guns out the field. Oh wow, a 6 to hit? Really? I didn't realize that. Okay, we might be able to kill 2 field gun teams this turn. Maybe. It's gonna be tight. So throw that into the field gun team. Our awesome is not really suited for anti-infantry work. It just never works for that. So I'm gonna shove a whole bunch of PPCs into a longbow and see what happens. This stalker, field gun teams, give me medium lasers, please. Oh, they're outside the range. I'm not gonna be able to do it. Alright, let's wipe out an AC2 team then. We're not keeping you buggers alive. Just too dangerous for that. I mean, I could focus on you, actually. I think I'm a good... Yeah, I'm in a real good position to do that. See if you can't rip a hole open in the longbow. As much as I want to focus on it, the longbow is actually doing more damage than the field gun teams at the moment. You... Might even be worth turning you around. Where's the position of the saber at? Seriously? You can attack? Oh, that with PPCs. Tap. Is the saber really being all that effective? No, he's not. So I don't really need to take care of the saber. I'd like to. Killing the saber would be a primitive joy, not a useful joy. And of course you're doing nothing. Oh god, the Reaver's hitting us. AC-20. Oh, they came. If you force an ejection on him, it could kill him as well, as the PO will be quite high. Alright, so we have the Reavers coming in. They managed to nail the Stalker with a considerable amount of firepower. Second Reaver coming in on the same Stalker. So they have blown out the right torso entirely. That's a significant amount of weapons. Vanguard is clearly the target of everything. However, Vanguard opening fire on this field gun platoon, annihilating it. Good job, so we've got that taken care of. And then Saber's also still... Oh, Vanguard is just the center of his own little world of pain. Our awesome nailing the longbow twice. That's going to force a check on him. And the left torso of Vanguard Stalker is just got blown off by the field gun teams. It's down to the center torso with a single medium laser. He may not survive this round. Oh, is that the long lance? It's the toughest lance we had. He is the way. Medium lasers into long, but doing a good job. Didn't quite get the ammunition explosion I was kind of hoping for. Awesome. Starting to take a couple of light hits, but that's okay. He's still in good shape. AC-2 is being fired at the BattleMaster, but he's okay for now. Enemy battle, or no, PVCs from our BattleMaster still rocking okay. And the Banshee AQ did hit the left leg. Stalker succeeds in standing. Awesome goes down. Unfortunate. BattleMaster stays standing and the longbow stays standing as well. And getting hit by the Stalker. Oh, Awesome woke up. Alrighty. Awesome pilot bailed. The Awesome pilot's out of there. Run. The field guns may have been a bit cruel. Hit him before there did, and he's out. Alright, so the Awesome's down, confirmed at this point. Unfortunately, Vanguard doesn't have much of a mech left. He's a stick at this point. I kind of have to run him. Why can't he? Oh, the engine crits, right? Yeah. Currently carrying 20 heat. Probably sent in Hoop before Adder. Hoop was busy. He can still kick. No, this is absolutely an ejection scenario. So, or Garter? Yeah. Hoop or Garter were already engaged. Plus, they're not really a close range lance. I think we've got to pull him. But I really want him to eat fire too. Because he will absorb a lot of fire if I keep him still for a turn. We'll lose the mech, but they probably won't kill the pilot. Because here's the thing that we need to remember. They can only hit the head if they roll the head. He's still, I believe, full on head armor. And if he stands still, the enemy's going to riddle him full of bullet holes. So if I stand him still, I get basically one round from that large laser that's left in the mech. They'll blow him up, but that'll That'll give me time. Move out and draw Fire Ranger in the fire time. Pretty much what I think we need to do with them. I mean, Vanguard ain't exactly selfish, but he's also not exactly a fool. Oh no, he literally has no guns left. He's got nothing. He's not here to say no. Yep. Stand still, my boy. Ooh, a couple of those guns are moving. I can work with that. I'm gonna run right up on top of you to hit you with a massive burst of short-range fire. The Leak Stalker can have a good couple of rounds. That's all I need. And the heat, I may have pushed the heat on you a bit too high. Just a bit. Probably wouldn't kill the pilot. Just get a headshot. They'll be fine. I want to turn my back to these field gun teams, but they're going to absolutely murder me. Who do I fear more? An 8Q? Oh, we'll run away from you. Get up. I know, this is going to be so painful. But I've got to hope for just a good round of combat here. Talik's gonna breach the wall! Rivers are all angling for a second move. Gonna be painful. Ooh, Awesome's about to be Reaver bait. Talik, stand strong. Awesomes, we're gonna break this longbow. I swear to God and all that's holy, we're gonna shatter this longbow. You can stand still and do nothing. Somebody's car alarm is going off. Yep. Fire the medium lasers and the SRMs. The SRMs are the more important thing right here, because I'm hoping that things explode in glorious fashion. Hi, are you an AC5 team? Did I rush Jaeger all the way up here just to fill you full of lead? Well, little yellow bolts of light. Get that reference. Somebody, please. All right, awesome guy. Oh God, the awesome got hit right in the CT. Oh, that was a bad shot. Our awesome, however, did manage to continue to damage the left arm. However, he missed 2 other PPCs. Probably the last turn for the awesome. That hit to the CT was brutal. Okay, opening him up. Oh, it's only the left arm that we've opened up. Sadly, we were not able to crush the longbow's dreams of existence. Battlemaster opening fire onto the infantry. Got him down to 12 men, but oh, missing these 2 right here would have been 8 more damage. Longbow goes down, taking some critical hits on LRMs. The awesome and the Battlemaster stay standing. That actually astonishes me. Kick to the awesome, breaks the right leg, but he's still standing, still rocking hard. Adder will not die cheaply here. Alright, I continue to have our corporal running as fast as he possibly can. Oh good, we can move. Oh wait. Don't move you until last. I'm gonna get that kicking. Unless, you know, somebody shoots the stalker. The Battlemaster. This is a field gun AC2 team. How is my back armor? Yeah, I can eat all 4 of your AC2s. I don't want to jump because jumping will make me super inaccurate. I'd prefer just a step up there. Really deciding who's moving first is actually really critical here. The awesome shall run at greatest of speed. No, he'll walk at greatest of speed. Because I need the accuracy. We will still die. We'll just have to replace our mechs. Oof. I'd rather not lose this. I have invested a considerable amount of effort into getting to our airbase. Do you have your pocket heat chart? Over there with my wallet. So no. Go for melee with Vang? Yeah, that's the plan. I need to know what this Banshee does. If this Banshee just sets up back here, the Stalker moves and gets ready for the double kick. That's the plan. If he can survive. I mean, his center torso is wide open and he doesn't have much armor anyway. If you look at the armor on him, he's got 21 CT. You don't often crush mechs like this, so... oh, hi, Vanguard. Hi, Vanguard. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. It'll just depress you. I want Talik to follow up on this. I want him to follow up on that so bad. He has actually managed to underrun both of these mechs. That's actually rather impressive on its own right. How's your armor holding up? And your armor's in good shape too. Yeah, I think we do that. I want to be in a position to be able to shoot those field gunners if all hell breaks loose. If I move there, I get myself a bonus. But I lose the ability to shoot the field gunners, which, you know, well, you're not going to shoot the field gunners anyway. Back it up. Oh, shit! No! That's not good. That is the opposite of good. That is, one might even say terabad. When I sit behind the cover, I want the, aha, you did it, you fool! Yes. Well, unless the Reavers come in and bomb us, which is entirely possible. Oh god, that awesome is about to become, again, the center of his own little Reaver bombing day. Hello, Redgar. Yeah, we're about to have a bad round of shooting with him. Okay, you don't get to shoot, although it doesn't look like anybody's shooting you yet. I mean, that's gonna possibly change in the somewhat near future, but for now, life could be worse. I target the Reaver, target's not an arc. Where is your arc? Where is your arc, you twit? Where is, no, it's right behind me, okay. So, target the Reaver. An 8 is not bad. They don't, the reason why I'm trying to hesitate about shooting aircraft is aircraft are not essential for victory in this scenario. But dear God, these Reavers are being terrifying. Double tap that. Okay. This is just a mess. Place yourself. I have... Target is who? Oh, that's the Reaver. Wait, what? Huh, I can shoot the Reaver with medium lasers. That's rather amusing. This is an AC5 team? And that AC5 team managed to just barely get off the map. Okay, twist. The enemy made a critical error, and the time for our attack has come. Skip. Hi. I'm just gonna... We're gonna cook a little bit to do this one. And you're going to continue to follow up onto the AC teams. That is the undamaged one. Going for the undamaged... Oh no, you're AC2. You're AC5, you're AC2. God, finding all of these guys is hard. Favor. AC2. There. Okay. I see. Hopefully this kills you. I mean, there's no guarantees in life, but I have dreams. Ooh, I saw no gyro. Rush to kill the objective. That's kind of my plan. SRMs first? Nah, medium lasers first. Medium lasers open up holes, SRMs obliterate. Because right now he actually doesn't have that many holes open, but we're about to see what happened. So, the Reaver hit the Battlemaster on the left leg. 10 armor remaining. It's a surprising amount of armor on the Battlemaster, actually. That was a very brutal follow-up. Left torso's open. Battlemaster has nothing that can explode. The other Reaver, left torso rear, takes him down to 2 internal structure. Oh, damn, son. There goes the left torso rear. Critical hit. On through to the center torso rear. That's pretty rough, actually. However, you can keep the front for it. Redgar has been subscribed for 9 months. Thank you, Redgar. How does that Reaver be such a good shot? It's a 100-ton aerospace fighter. It's amazing. Like, Reavers are incredible. There's a reason why I didn't let anybody pick them when I brought in aerospace fighters, because they're too good. What's the status of the other mechs? Not good, but I will get back to you on that one. 2 PPCs of the Reaver, unfortunately, we're unable to connect. If we added his rolls together, I'd be able to hit once. Battlemaster just absorbing fire, but losing half of his guns is going to be a pain. Awesome, taking a whole bunch of damage. Stalker, open up. Yep, got the ammunition on that longbow. That sucker's gone. All right. And the Banshee's damaged the left leg. Banshee PPC at the Battlemaster Jaeger. Ooh, they're through on center torso. Platoon killed. And the Awesome goes down, the Battlemaster goes down, the Battlemaster, 4 damage to the CD, and the Battlemaster's done. The Jaeger is gone. So we're running out of pilots here. Go for the double kick. You go for the stomp here. Let's see, Banshees kicked the Awesome, broke off his left leg. That's gonna suck. Stalker double kicked. Unfortunately, he spread him between legs. The Stalker was then kicked and apparently fell over. Oh, Talik missed kicking the Gunners on a 6 and fell. Talik, why? The longbow I've ever seen is exploded by ammo. Yup. King Infantry wasn't so bad, but I mean, it didn't work out. Okay, Corporal, keep running. Shit, son. Life is not good. I've got 3 mechs versus their 2 mechs, but those field gunner teams are making my life hell. A hell of a lot more hell than I figured it'd be. I may have overestimated you. It's only a flash when we got this. I've got 2 mechs down on the ground. 1 can't move. Literally, he cannot do anything. Can't even turn. Yeah, you're done for, my friend. Boy, I'm afraid they done got you good. Oh, and even oh yeah, because you're on the ground, of course. Got you good, my boy. God, that falling over was just the worst possible thing that could have happened. Haha, he got up, okay. The Banshee is going to ignore me. I'm going to very carefully not walk in front of that saber. Because just even brief damage from that saber will probably kill us. 2 Battlemasters down. We only had 1 in this lance. The 1 lost. Time for 3 wins less. Alright, you have no guns on board. You have said that you're retreating in good order. You can potentially shoot some fires? Maybe? No, it's just not happening. Aha! You can shoot that one. There we go. I can't shoot with all of my guns. I can shoot with all of my guns? But I'm lying down. Well, I don't want to induce that much heat, so I'll just double tap. Talik, I need you to kill a Banshee that has no energy weapons. Life is not safe. Sabres have lost altitude. They're targeting the T-20 Stalker. It's maybe too much. Too much to handle. Banshee hits the Stalker with an AC-20 the leg. Rolled the crit to blow the limb off. He's going down. Automatically falls. Didn't cause nearly enough damage. Did not go well. Did not go well, son. Oh, we did actually manage to shoot the Saber. Unfortunately, he's not dead. Continue your fleeing. Alright, we're gonna pull it. So what did we face? That 5 assaults at such a time? You faced 4 assaults and 10 field gun teams and 6 fighters. In retrospect, it may have been a bit much. But like, I kind of figured that you guys could handle it, though. The reason being, of course, the stellar performances with which you have annihilated all of my opposition continuously. Think this was very winnable? I didn't. Maybe. I think with better luck, there may have been some capability. We don't have the anime archer. Oh, that's one way of looking at it. Oh god, these Reavers are going to be in every single following mission too. Life is about to suck real bad. Ammo explosion was? The ammo explosion was very rough. That was very bad. Alright boys. It is time to eject. Get these people off the field. We're not going to get out of here, obviously. Yeah. Running into melee with infantry was pretty rough as well. Had to do it. There was no better chance. Why can't we have dropped more than 5? Because I wasn't going to run a 20 mech versus 40 mech battle. Well, I got the alarm right because this. We won't count deaths of these pilots.
New target acquired.
Ginger Soup has subscribed. Been with us for 7 months, Ginger. Nice. Thank you so much. Take the other mech warrior too. We need at least a minor win here. You only need to win 2 technically, but life is about to get a hell of a lot more dangerous here. Target the Banshee. Target him with the lasers. I'm going to give him everything we've got. I mean, maybe I should give him everything I've got. Huh. That would be 48. We would be 28 above red line. That is a lot of heat. It's hitting on the 9. There's no point in accruing more damage to our mechs if it's a clear loss. Yeah, we'll bail to leak out if he survives this. Oh, yeah, no, not happening. The mech goes down. On the bright side, the return... Oh, no, never mind. That was more damage to us. Knock the Banshee over with your final round of shooting. It's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, wow, the mech is still there. Eject. Go. And we are going to signify / defeat. For we have been soundly defeated. What's left of your mech? That's a good question. I'm not sure. We'll find out at the end of phase. Alright, so Adder was shoved back massive amounts of infantry, proving to be just too great of a challenge. Where's my T-20? The T-20 is surprisingly intact, only missing the right arm and the left leg. Center torso was exposed. He had some damage. Overall, it's fairly reasonable. All things considered, it just was never going to get up again. The loss of that leg was pretty big. I will not list them as total loss just yet. And there's a reason for that. We may still win the operation. However, I am putting you all on IA for now. Who got the awesome? Awesome ejected. I think the awesome was butchered by continuous fire from the Stalker 3FL. T-20 picking up 2, the FFL picking up 2, and the Jaeger picking up 1. If you're talking about 20 men per platoon, around 24 AC2s and 28 men per platoon. So, it was a lot. It was only 12 AC5s. It's 3 AC5s per platoon and 4 AC2s per platoon. Yep, there will be a YouTube cut. So, resolution is defeat. Although, actually, no, I'm going to put it as marginal defeat because it was. All of the mechs... actually, no. 2 mechs were still alive. Can't even do the marginal. A rough battle. So they crippled the enemy. So how many are combat effective? The problem is enough of them are still up that the line is still considered active. This is sort of a fluid timeline thing. So all of these assaults are happening at a very similar amount of time that is slightly offset from each other. So the front line held. Adder was forced back. So Boa will no longer get their primary ingress route. Boa originally would have been able to punch through that hole and go immediately for communications. They have not been able to do that anymore. They now need to circle around. Otherwise, they'd run into the same problem. Solid dice and not surprised this one early. Boa gets Adder's remaining enemies to fight. Nope, that's not how it works. Anyone still play Mech Warrior 5? We will be when the DLC comes out. All right, so we're going to put in a cut here for YouTube. Don't worry, we've got more missions to play for tonight. Hopefully, more victories to play for tonight, or maybe maximum defeat. And yeah, so for the YouTube people, don't worry, Twitch, we're still going to be hanging around. For my YouTube people, thank you very much for watching. I have been T-Deck. If you like what you're seeing, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every single time I release one of these videos, make sure that you press that little bell icon, leave a comment, join the Discord, because we'd love to have you, and I will see you all in the next episode.